What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone is doing well. We're gonna get right to it. Right to it. I remember when many people were talking about the next bull run, the next bull run after 2021, including me. I was talking about the next bull run following the 4 year pattern Bitcoin cycles, the 4 year Bitcoin halving cycles and patterns historically, looking at what's happened in the past to use that somewhat as a reference, a measuring tool, or a barometer to have an idea of what can happen in the future. What I saw after every Bitcoin halving, generally 6 months after every halving to another year would be a strong period where you see a bull market. 6 or 7 months after every halving, Bitcoin halving, was the beginning of a bull market that lasted at least a year. That lasted at least 1 year. So if a halving took place in April or May, by October, November, you would see the beginnings of a bull run take place of that same year that would last an entire year on average. That would last till October, November of the following year, right? Give or take. If we're going by those same events that took place in the past, if we're going by those same events that took place in the past, oh, it's winding down. It's winding down for the whole cycle of this period. Bull market, oh, it's winding down. It's winding down to the point where people have already called the tops. They said, oh no, cycle top, it's already out. Cycle top, whatever. That's folks, people talk. They always want to talk. If you're following historically what things have looked like in the past, oh yeah, now we're in the thick of things. It's like this is the peak season, peak season right now. Summer's practically over. Y'all were telling me about some August 23rd, corny. Y'all corny. Because you follow cringe energy that stems from the top, rolls down. You follow all that. You ate up all that cringe-worthy energy that your founder wanted to, dissipate and disperse, give away to all y'all, talking about for free. You ate it up. And you carried on tradition in a cringe-worthy way. So on August 23rd, nondescript. Well, here we are. This is still the season. Okay? Like we right here. This is the peak of the bull. Peak of the bull. If you look historically, the peak, we're right here. What are some people saying? They because all you have is hope. All y'all resting on Pulse, thinking that Pulse is the numero uno thing out here, king ding-a-ling of all crypto, blockchain, this and all you got right now is smoke and mirrors and hope. It's been a miserable fail for the absolute miserable fail. Many of y'all don't even care to acknowledge it publicly because you're afraid. You don't care, right? Many of y'all are too scared to become targets of trolls and all that weird energy. And it's not to say that I'm not I'm not afraid to become a target. I don't care about trolling, weird energy, blah, blah, blah. If I've been talking about a situation, right, for 4 years, standing on it, and I've been watching the last 2.5 to the last up till now, since 23 till now, watch how everything, the last 2.5, since the whole thing launched, since the mainnet launch, and you watching the debacle that's been taking place and not speak about it after I've been, basically supporting it and pretend like nothing crazy's been going on the last 2 years. And then I wouldn't be a person to take serious at all. I wouldn't take myself serious. Been a miserable fail. Like the layer one of all layer ones that comes out had a pre-sale of a pre-sale, had a sacrifice, like they call it, the pre-sale was called a sacrifice. At an ICO, they call it sacrifice, right? Me making songs, heralding, doing all types of videos, streams, this and that, jumping, doing all kinds of work, and a bunch of other people too. Did all that. Did 2.5 years later, give or take. The thing is still underwater as far as price performance. What win is that? What indicator of a success is that? Oh, they beat the SEC. Oh, they pronouns. Your man, because he's funny style anyway. He got all them, shiny glitter suits. You're not P. Diddy and Mace. Who cares? There's the weirdo. Oh, you beat the SEC and all that. Okay, you beat the SEC, but what was it all about, really? The SEC couldn't reach out and touch you. You couldn't reach out and touch and pour baby oil on. You couldn't, they didn't have the authority. It wasn't about people try to flip it and spin it on y'all too. Because you listen, man. You got people in the community that be trying to spin it and flip it on y'all and make it seem like, this was like game changing. Oh, this is like, man, precedent. Woo, it's so autonomy. Motherfuckers can't fuck with your money. None of that. They got shut down. You know why they got shut down? Because it was realized that, they didn't have any reach, authority to even look for the dude. That's what it was. Look up jurisdiction. Like you just reach, they couldn't, What? Did they say something about, these things are not securities? Like in bold, black and white, affixed all over the front pages? So everybody in crypto could know and be like, yo, this is game changing. Breakthrough. Game changing for real. Like it's in black and white. Paperwork party. Y'all cringe nerds. Nerds don't even know how to nerd. I'm a nerd. I know how to nerd. I don't even know how to nerd. You did weird paperwork parties going over this thing, cringe-worthy, boring streams, going over the whole document, this and that. You didn't even add some sauce. You didn't even add some flavor. There's no streamer in crypto right now, as far as like on that chain, pulse chain, that's as any type of rhythm and sauce to keep you interested in what they got to say. It's just been boring, and boring. Nobody cares. Nobody's like, we're going to tap into this stream, this, that, this. That has been boring since Pulse Nation. Left and stopped, rocking and rolling and doing what they used to do. But none of y'all going to keep it real. None of y'all going to keep it real. It's been a miserable, absolute miserable fail, period. That's it. I don't care. Y'all talking to me about some shipping containers, cringe. He rocking you to sleep. He already got the bread. He already made the bag. 1.6 billion in 6 months. He did that. He did that already 4 years ago. He did that. And y'all thinking something's supposed to happen now? Y'all thinking in the back of your mind, you expecting some type of what? Some money to come back to you that you gave up? some what? Some refund, some sorted, twisted thing that you think you're getting your money back, your ROI of a ROI. Nah, man, nah, none of that's happening. It's about a shipping container. It's about marketing about a free van. I need a free van. Cheap, weirdo. Money just highlights who you are. Hmm? You want to talk about somebody who was lacking in their lives growing up, who did receive something they needed? Yo, you got 1.6 billion and you begging for a car, and this is a win. We're approaching September. The cycle's closing. The cycle, all that cycle, y'all be like, yo, cycle, yeah, yo, the altcoin cycle is gonna pump now. Yeah, you must have just got here. You must have just got here. If you didn't set yourself up before you got here, it's just a moment for you to sit down and learn. Some people talk about, yo, the altcoin cycle is gonna start now since Ethereum hit its all-time high, right? Right? It hit its all-time high. So now it's the alts turn to run, right? Like people just really they dismiss and don't respect history. They don't respect cycles. So they have to conjure up these thoughts in their mind to remain in a state of, I don't know, false hope. False hope, like false chain. Like false chain. Yo, y'all need to wake up. Nothing on Pulse has been anything close to bubbling, sizzling, on fire, and entertaining since Pulse Nation, where you had people who were considered ops giving them donations, facts, super chats, and all that. Where you had classic streams. And, it's something about, it's something about, Light Wonder, you know what I'm saying? There's something about me where, I could tell when there's a classic stream that's looming somewhere in crypto, in the communities that I'm close to. The crypto communities that I'm close to, that I like, and if they streaming and they have a classic stream here and there, oh yeah, I found my way to jump on that. Yeah, naturally it happens like that. Yeah, because yeah, it's just like that. Huh? Drunk on crypto, couple classic streams. Not only was I in the chat, I'm on the panel. I'm on the what? The Pizzano. Yeah. On the what? The Pizzano. Yeah. Yeah. On the panel. Yeah. Like the stream where your founder rage quit because he couldn't handle the smoke that he was getting on that. Yeah. Oh, y'all can say yeah. Your founder rage quit. Your founder that talk about bring your heroes here to die. Well, he quit and ran. I was on that almost 6 years ago. Shut up. Oh, Pulse Nation with the classic stream they had. Yeah, 6 hours that had the whole community on fire. Classic, entertaining as a mole. 6 hours. Yeah. Guess what? I found my way on that thing too. It's history. It's documented. Yeah. Know when to be in the right places at the right time. A lot of y'all miss all that. Like your mads. You don't know how to cherish good things when you have it. Your founder don't know how to cherish good things like Pulse Nation. You didn't have to pay anybody to do anything. You just did it off the strength, off the love of believing in something that you wanted to have faith in and make sure you support and offer contributions your best way without having to grift a soul, without having to launch any damn coin, without having to do any donation, nothing. Madness, nothing. Grifting, nothing. And he don't know how to support. This bumbling fool of a founder will support somebody who founded conferences who don't know how to launch coins properly, but they do know how to rug. And that's who your founder supports. But would forget about a Post Nation that did everything for free without looking for any type of handouts. Make it make sense. And since then, and nobody gonna tell you this and keep it all the way thorough and clear and consistent like I do. Since then, nobody cares about your abysmal views, your abysmal likes, no spaces, none of that compared to them classic streams on Pulse Nation. None of that internet spaces. I get it, advancement. You know, you want to connect with people, you use spaces, but there's value on YouTube still. There's value on YouTube still. That's why Pulse Nation was cooking. But y'all don't know how to celebrate, appreciate what you have. This weird excuse of a founder who behaves like he's somebody, but you been hiding for the entire time your chain launched. Don't know how to really, you could promote a weird conference founder that's gonna rug people. You can promote them, but you can't promote real people that try to believe in you and support your four-coin philosophy, your core coin philosophy, like one of the purest of the pure. But you flip-flopped. That's when I even saw the energy was changing, you promoting things that folks can hurt themselves by leverage trading just because for the sake of leverage trading it's there. You promoting weirdo tokens all of a sudden. Weirdos that do things in the community that just been like, yo, what? Miserable fails, hurting people, rugging people. Oh, like, oh yeah, he changed up, bro. Your founder changed up. Your founder changed up. You could still hold on to the core philosophies because the only thing that gave the relevance of anything core related was a manipulation of the 10,000x that took place. That's it. If it wasn't for that, you'd be on quicksand and no foundation, nothing real to stand on. Come on, man. And you buying these strategies that these grifting individuals, so-called fake ass cabal people, all they trying to do is just make money. They don't care how they do it. They don't care how they steal it. They don't care how they take it. They don't care how they try to control your mind, and whatever they got going on is to serve them and to keep you in a state of subjugation, in a state of degradation it's all about here, take my money. Because they learned it from the best. They learned it from somebody who got 1.6 billion in 6 months. That's an accomplishment. That's an accomplishment, yeah. So what are they gonna do? Carry on tradition. People talk about August 23rd. What happened? August 23rd came and went. First of all, let me shout out to y'all, everybody in the community. Mix, I see you, man. Jade Boog, I see you. Crispy Bacon was goody. Crispy Bacon says worst performing L1 I mean, for real. It has been the absolute worst. And then when you watching people try to spin the narrative and tell you otherwise, you're like, yo, I can't take these people seriously. You can't take them seriously because they're not acknowledging the truth. They're not acknowledging what's glaringly obvious. People took a chance on a pre-sale and look at what it's done. What is it? Still under 50%? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Alan, I see you, man. Ernie Savage. Been a while. What's up, y'all? But yeah, like these people are out of control. Out of control. Weird people coming into the community all the time, trying to, engender popularity, visibility next to other founders or I'm not found influencers. in the community that built their popularity just the same, made themselves available, turn on the camera, talk a few times, and work hard to build your channel and your popularity and presence on the internet and this and that and this for whatever reasons. Nobody cares about that. Is show us the money. Show us the money. Because they can't. The influencer, no influencer can show you the money. No influencer can show you any money. But what they're gonna do is try to take your money. They can't show you the money, but they can tell you what to do so you can lose your money. That's what's been done the last 2.5 years. You know, this weirdo used to talk about how he used to, talk down to people who want to grift, who want to scam, who want to lie and cheat to people. And I'm talking about your founder. This thing is just turned into something else because clearly your golden influencer child who does the conferences, that golden guy that you think does therapy for real, right? Yo, he launched this is the fugazi nonsense that these people will do. You got mad at Joker, for example, for talking about some Saitama V3 that he made $150. Oh, he was just vilified, cast out. You're excluded. You're just sent in exile, like internet exile. You got what we doing now? Because back in 22, it was, oh no, exile. You out of here. You out of here. You talking about some Saitama V3? Unfollow, out, this and that, weirdos. You want to click up like a cult hive and attack one person because they just did not jive with everything you were talking about. They just took a chance and did something on their own and spoke about it. Because everything was down in 22 as well. And he would talk about a coin, and I don't even rock with dude like that. But I remember what took place. I don't rock with no joker like that at all. But I remember what happened. You talk about Saitama V3, and he got cooked for that. Fast forward to 2024. Oh, dude, this one, conference founder, launching coins and all doing all kinds of weird stuff. Doesn't know what he's doing exactly, experimenting to dump on everybody, experimenting on everybody who supported him, experimenting on everyone who supported, didn't have a faintest idea, openly declared that he wasn't sure about what he's doing. He said this on Spaces, like it would just, this is what you're dealing with. This is what you're dealing with. And your founder, oh, no problems with that. There's no joker situation. There's no casting out. There's no talking down. There's no none. In fact, it's the reverse. In fact, Hex conference founder or conference founder in general, the dude does conferences like, the one guy that just be doing conferences that y'all glaze. Huh? He told your founder, yo, you better apologize. And guess what? Yeah, it happened. Like weird interactions, weird, But you can't even give a nod of approval to a group of guys doing streaming, trying to keep close to your four core, your token support for years. You can't even keep it real with and say like, yo, Maxis, like, yo, respect, salute to the Maxis. It's also a new day. We also got to embrace the new innovation that's being added to the Pulse Chain network, right? So probably we can work and collaborate. Things can, perform well in tandem, coexist, all this stuff, because clearly that's what's happening. You can't even keep it that thorough and real. You just got to jump ship F the maxis, later for the maxis. There's no maxi talk coming from your founder. Zero. There's no maxi talk coming from the founder at all. Says not since 2023. When I saw some random X post on X where he's like, where's my maxis at? Post Nation was already on it, full throttle, full throttle. Then come January 2024. The classic stream, 6-hour John. 6-hour John. Pulse Nation, yeah. Unforgettable, yeah. Classic stream, classic. Another person who used to talk about Pulse X jumped on Ethereum and became a founder of Ethereum, of a project that's still struggling for relevance, struggling for life support. He called that Pulse Nation stream liquid gold. Yeah, because you already knew what everything was about. You already understood. You understood the whole thing, the whole vibe of the situation. No other streamers on that chain is providing a vibe like that. Nobody else. You checking for streamers just because you want to hear something, but you're not checking for streamers for entertainment value on any level, right? Because if you're gonna jump on a conference, what you gonna find? What you gonna find? Are those things going to help pump your bags? Have they done it in the past? I could tell you the answer to that. But that 6-hour stream came through, and I'm not even gonna drop the sauce on that. If you know, you know. Pick up what I'm putting down. It is what it is, man. If you know, you really know. I've seen it myself firsthand. Glad to have been a part of Pulse Nation. Glad to have been a part of it. It's documented. But since then, no group, no spaces, no nothing had the same flavor, the same interest, the same electricity, right? The same entertainment value, and even informational value. Regular people, regular guys just talking, chopping it up, talking about what's going on over here, trying to keep people, we thinking we're doing the right thing, holding on to a message that's been espoused by some weirdo who's in hiding for years, thinking, oh yeah, this is what you do, so you don't have to get got, right? Get caught with a bag of losses. This is what you do. You hold on, you do this, you do that. Yeah, because this is what happened. This is what proven to be successful. Not just because he's been saying or whatever. Okay, no, it's documented. Look, it works. But you think this fool talks about it, the guy that's hiding? Because he's on a run and wanted for allegedly yapping a 16-year-old? You think he talks about these things? Nah. It's about, does somebody have, do you have a van? You can anybody please? A van. I hear you can use it as a tax write-off. What the talking about? Playing with you, telling y'all, playing with y'all. Like, we're in September, we're about to approach September. Like, next week is September, Oh yeah. When that thing did 10,000x, September 2021. Ever since September 2021, this whole system on this side of things, down. And nothing but pure shenanigans. Pure shenanigans been taking place. Some weirdos were like, the shipping containers landed with the vibrators. They're free. They one of your influencers mentioned that. Oh, because August 23rd was supposed to be the day. The day of what day? We don't know. What day? Oh, you know what type of day it was, though? Something launched and rugged the people. There was a miserable project launch. Yeah. I say miserable because people lost. Within minutes. It was that kind of day. Some zero nondescript project. I call it zero nondescript. That people were praising, promoting for a minute. For a minute, they were promoting. They were like, yo, leading up your August 23rd, yo, yeah, be on the lookout. Nothing happened. Guess what? Everything that everybody got into that project, except for the insiders. You bet and got and played with that zero situation. It's called zero something. Some zero something. I don't know. Zero launch, zero trust. Some weird ass project. Yo, it rugged the people. Yo, they launched this thing. The insiders got in for the first 8 minutes, then publicly launched the joint. Right? The 8 minute window though is when all the activity necessary took place. So that everybody that came in after the public launch lost. L, red candle, L, like nasty. That's what happened on the 23rd. These people will try to tell you that your man is doing something, is going to land. Dr. Disciple, I see you, man. Your man's going to tell you, oh, he's sending out shipping containers. Bruh, you got 1.6 billion. Stop fooling and playing with the people. Like you playing with the people. Everybody gaslighting too. All these weirdos that promote the message. Don't change up now. Don't change up. Don't change up. Keep that same weirdo brainwash energy y'all got. Because some of y'all do. They do it in a way that's just so incessant and insufferable. It's disgusting. Where they definitely need clinical help. A lot of people, they believe in the dude so much, you could tell. It's a mental thing. It's a psychological stranglehold dude got on them now. Like, all that. It's like, yo, it's deeper than, oh, yo, you gotta just wake up and no. For some people, they're gonna need real therapy, not for some conference founder. They're gonna need real clinical treatment to undo and unravel what's going on over here. Man, wait till this like reaches a level where people are gonna find out, oh man, this case study is gonna be done on these situations here, yo. For sure. Case studies are gonna be done because this is not a joke. This is not a joke. You got weirdos who don't know nothing about nothing. Did not know the value that Pulse Nation brought here. The value without having a handout, without having to drop any referral link, sacrifice, nothing cringe-worthy, nothing. They ain't do nothing crazy, not no memes, they ain't do nothing. Launch this coin and this and that. Nah, exact. In fact, they put their own money up. Merchandise, put their own money up to do a funding to promote the movie on World Star Hip Hop. Successful, but the community, didn't receive it well. They didn't care. They kept pushing, creating classic streams. Dr. Disciple, you already know. Created classic work, classic streams. Was that celebrated and heralded and promoted and supported by your founder? No, but you could support a conference founder that rugs coins, talks about he's some type of trusted voice. Pulse Nation, the last bastions of the system, holding on to the core coins, like and just saying it like that, like yo, just respect to everybody, but holding on to the core coins, that wasn't respected by your founder. The minute I saw him in the fall of 23 promoting leverage trading on his platform, I knew something was up. Like personally, I was like, oh damn, this dude just desperate now. He wants somebody to work on it. He don't care. He just needs people to come to the chain. He don't even care if it's about the core, schmore, nor. It don't even matter. Doesn't even matter. So the only reason why y'all holding on to some core something is because the 10,000X situation happened. That's why. And it didn't happen on some like you may want to think, because you got whales in the community. And I'm not talking about some whales only. You got whales, people who got big bags who got in early, have already over the years shared the sauce that your man had a hand in it of making it go 10,000. It wasn't some organic. Love, oh yeah, yo, hey, these people just came in and they just loved it. All of a sudden, it was just bull market euphoria. We're gonna just spend all this bread. We're gonna put millions and millions and millions on Hex, this nondescript coin, and it's gonna pump because guess what? It's designed to pump. No, no, it wasn't like that, man. Absolute pure manipulation. But y'all don't accept these things, man. And it's still absolute pure manipulation. Who got the biggest bag and control out of the whole pulse? Who? Who? You think he's not going to control that as cheap as he is? He openly said he's cheap. So you think he's going to be as giving, accepting to allow a community that he thinks are full of idiots, right, to prosper in a decentralized way with no one central figure owning anything? Do you really think that's how it works? In his mind, he got y'all fooled, had y'all fooled for years. What are you talking about? He telling you he the focal point. He telling you he the giving tree. He's the source. He's the central focal point in a fake decentralized situation. As cheap as he is, I'm going to say it again. Do you think he's going to allow a community of people to really relegate, delegate, and enjoy whatever the market is going to bring without his involvement? Without him having to do something? Talk about glory? Oh, no, he's involved. He's going to be involved. He's going to make sure he's involved. That's why 90% of everything he got going on is under his watch. He's just going to pretend like it's not, but it is. Wake up, y'all. But the smoke screen is, here's this shipping container. It's filled with vibrators and dildos, rainbowed out. All kinds of colors you want, all kinds of lengths. Huh? You want stubby? You want wide girth? Huh? You want some baby lotion with that too? You got all kinds of dildos. They look like Diddy, Ricky. They look like all a bunch of people. They look all of them. Huh? To rock you to sleep. And what he told you, under 2 months. Remember? In June. Under 2 months. No, this such and such under 2 months. Under 2 months, what? Under 2 months came and went. Something's supposed to happen under 2 months. Under 2 months came and went. Number one, he's trash with predictions. Trash. He showed you that. 2 weeks, that was a meme. He showed you that. When he tried to launch the L1, got crucified for it because it didn't launch in May of 2022. So when that didn't happen, you had your other man, the Overwatch guy, cook him and talk about him and his Saudi friends. You better make right, threaten the dude, threaten your founder. Come on, bro. And then now you're going to listen, fast forward to 25, right? Fast forward to the summer 2025. This weirdo talking about, oh yeah, under 2 months, and this and that. You don't know what's happening under 2 months. Then you hear about some shipping container. Oh yeah. Then somebody with a bright idea want to give a date on it. Oh yeah, August 23rd. Oh yeah, August 23rd. Yo, this thing is gonna land on the shores. Oh, yo, what? Yo, go make sure you pay attention to a conference. This weirdo told the people almost a year ago, don't get into any paid groups. Don't go to any conferences. 2 days later, yo, such and such is having a conference. Thank you, influencer. You thanked, you what type of time? Dude on drugs? Is he just wasted? He got no idea what he's going on. Nobody cares about some exercise regime either. Remember that? Weird diet, weightlifting regime? Nobody cares. This guy is corny, y'all. He represents the epitome of cringe. And is all to keep you distracted. That's why I don't follow him. I don't follow him on Twitter anymore. I got peace. I don't follow. I'm just looking at situation where, because you don't have to follow him. Somebody's gonna show you the foolishness this idiot is doing, because he behaving like the idiot. He calling everybody idiots, but then you want to beg people for a car. Weirdo, playing with people. You call the same community, you call them idiots. You begging them for a car, you begging them to work for you, you begging them to do this, you begging them to do that the whole time, weirdo. You need to beg some girl to love you unconditionally at that, not be some transactional. You could tell him he's just all trying to. He got no sauce, no. I've been telling y'all, he got no sauce for nobody except maybe some type of streetwalker. It's real talk. And you Jezebels out here that be acting like, oh yeah, you all fawning for him and modeling. You single, white and deranged, or single and deranged. Got nothing to do with race. A lot of y'all, it don't matter. Just deranged, fawning, selfieing it out, thinking that he cares. He don't care. Weirdos, go find somebody real in your life, not some dream. Some dream that got Interpol chasing this dream, looking for this dream. Because you got an allegation or you beating up a 16-year-old teenager. What the hell y'all doing? Miserable Jezebels out here, man. What the hell is wrong with y'all, man? Heifers. Worn out. Worn out. Don't be young and looking for a weirdo nondescript like him. That says a lot. Like you didn't have good role models in your life. Just like he didn't have any real nurturing in his life. You separated from your family. You living in some kind of nondescript locale, acting like you Jason Bourne, except you don't have the fighting skill nor the intelligence. Huh? You weirdo. That's what you got going on. That's what you got going on. Weirdo got all the money and playing with everybody. Look, we're approaching September, October, November. And after that, it's just whatever, man. It's up in the air. Like this is the peak season for the month. That thing went 10,000x September 2021. Do the math, do your research, go check. Yeah. This whole year, Bitcoin is showing you what Bitcoin was doing. Huh? Even Ethereum showed you what Ethereum has been doing, right? Yeah. And what happened with Pulse? What happened? Oh, shipping container. What happened? Oh, some conference. Let's keep the positive vibe going for what? To keep what? Rocking you to sleep? Keep lying to you? Oh no, we need a positive vibe. No, you need the real vibe. You need the truth. You need to understand ain't nothing happening like you think it should be happening. Dude ain't infusing no type of bread. You seeing the Ethereum reserve. Oh, yo, the 170,000 ETH, 160,000 ETH. Yo, it's in profit. It's in profit. Yeah, but it's not in your pocket. Finbay, I see you, man. I see you. It's been a while. It's not in your pocket. This dude is Richard Umar Johnson. Grifts, more grifts. You want to be black? Well, that's your moniker, sir. You want to be, quick to say, oh, y'all niggas is this, and y'all niggas do that, and y'all niggas. You free to say all that, huh? Then you Richard Umar Johnson. You Richard Dr. Umar Johnson Hart. Fool. That's your man's. That's your man. The fool. Thinking he's smart. But you know what? I got to give it to him because he is smart. He got 1.6 billion in 6 months. And got everybody 4 years later still waiting. That takes some type of intellectual prowess, proclivity, a high level. Like, yeah, 1.6 billion you got 4 years ago, and 4 years later, people are still waiting and can't find him. What that tell you? No, but he gonna mask it and tell you about privacy, autonomy, privacy. I don't tell you what I do. I don't speak about my crypto bags. Of course you do, dickhead. Of course you've been, fool. I just gave you an example. How everybody was eyeballing that 170,000 ETH, whatever you did. you talking, and then try to so-called educate some people. Think about you teaching something when you in the thick of things with SEC. That blockchain is speech. Oh, you've been speaking on the blockchain, all right? You have been scared. Gandhiji in the building. What's good, fam? Yeah, man. August 23rd came and went. has been cooked. We're August 25. What happened? Nothing. They'll never see the people, unfortunately, on this side of things, the cult mentality has been has become so wide and rampant. Even people who know better won't say anything, right? They're scared, they're worried, they're concerned. They don't want to fall out of favor from people who, I guess popularity and people who like them. And that's what they care about more than their own integrity. They care about stuff like that more than bringing their viewers and their audience to slaughter, buying into something that's been down and to the right for the last 4 years, and not keeping it honest and thorough, and at least give you a balance. So keep it all the way honest and true and real, so people could have a chance to make a fair decision, a decision for themselves, right? Do they want to fuck with this, or don't they? But be real. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. What they did, they click up. If you're not in some kind of insider group, some clique, some shadow clandestine group hiding in the shadows, right? Doing things behind the scenes, launching trash and garbage to steal from the people. If you don't have any of that going on, you dead in the water like everybody else, just wishing and praying and hoping something happened sooner than later. That sooner than later, that wishing and prayer started May 12, 2023, when the chain launched. Since then, there have been all these other coins that are outperformed his 4 coin. All these other coins outperformed his. And all the core maxis looking at each other like, yo, what the F? What happened here? He not looking at it crazy because he promoted P-Die. He not looking at the fact that his core coins are down into the right like that. He promoted P-Die. Because when he promotes his 4 core coins, any day he has a snapshot on Twitter, when he promotes that they're up 10%, 5%, 20%, what happens immediately after? It all dumps. That's the psychology, that's the mania that y'all been dealing with, right? It's not comfortable. Doesn't yield positive results and good feeling. I remember there was a guy in the community on Twitter, like this was maybe late 2022, early 2023, late 22. This was before Pulse launched. There was a guy in the community and he's physically challenged, right? Physically challenged. Put a post on the community talking about like, yo, man, like things are hard. Because at this point, we're still waiting 2 years before the Pulse chain thing even launched. Like we're over a year and a half waiting for this thing, like, right? So the guy put the post up saying, it's been a struggle. Life has been a struggle for him. And he potentially the only thing that's kept him, he said this in such a way, the message that implying the only thing that kept him alive was the hope that was engendered about the chain being launched, like, world's largest airdrop, all this and that, right? Right? With Pulse chain, all that. That's the only thing. But he said, yo, he's losing hope. Your founder texts him on the same string, and this was when your founder wasn't scared to respond to people. Your founder texted him and said, stick around. Told the guy to stick around because the guy was messaging the world, telling them like he might have to take himself out. Your founder said you stick around, right? Okay. 3 years later, this year in May, 2 members of the community took their own lives in their own hands. We don't know why. Oh, the speculation and you're right, the rumors were running rampant. They just, which the most popular of all the speculation was like, yo, they couldn't take it anymore with this chain. They couldn't take it. They couldn't take it anymore. Like in May. And this happened like maybe 1 or 2 days apart from one another. Very, very close. Extremely bizarre. Do you think the founder said anything? Offering any type of support and condolence? That's who you're dealing with. That's who you're dealing with. Do you think the founder offered any kind of support and condolence? Just by way of showing that you have some sensibility in your physical frame to show the world that you care on any level. Like, yo, I'm sorry, like this. These are people who are members of the community. Whether they did that because of the poor performance of your project or not, or some other life stressors, show that you care. You showed enough that you cared 3 years prior, telling somebody to stick around. But now when two people are actually gone, it's crickets. It's nothing, it's nothing, it's nothing, is like who else will brings the source to y'all? The source of like my perspective. Nothing. I don't expect anybody to bring my perspective because that's me. I'm bringing my perspective to this whole situation. Not the whole thing. This is just a little bit. I'm just, on one right now. Like I'm telling y'all, listen, this is what I've seen. Imagine what other people see. I've heard other people just talk about wild information to show you how crazy these things are going on right now. Like wild, relevant, factual information. And so we're all lying. We're all just whining. We're all crying. Right. Right. People literally died. Literally. You want to talk about blood on the hands, right? Blood on the chain type, like bad. What? Whether again, whether it was correlated or related to the situation or whatever, hey, it is what it is. They were members of your community, members who supported this and that, and the founder doesn't have enough wherewithal to care. And the weirdos that are part of some kind of fake cabal don't care either, to be like, yo, let's just memorialize or just say something like in unison. If you're talking about that community talk, which is another thing that I've been telling y'all is super fake. It's super fake. What community you told them? What community where? Community where? Had an opportunity to make great things happen. Had an opportunity to support a collective of 4 individuals or 3 individuals, core, Pulse Nation. Had an opportunity to really like, yo, put the signal out there, like the bat signal, whatever signal in the sky, and say, yo, Pulse is here. What's good? A person like Westcott Crypto who did like, 10, 15 songs, feel good music, entertaining for free. No one else did that in the community. He did it in a span of less than a year. 6 months? Flooded the internet with nothing but songs. Nothing but songs. Feel good music, do-overs, cover songs, whatever you want to call them. No support. But you let grifters get all the light. And people are still supposed to look at you with respect and respect you, founder, weirdo. Maybe, I could overlook the freaking international police looking for you for tax evasion or money, you fumbling the bag and don't want to pay because you're so cheap, whatever, nobody cares. And I don't think I could look it over. I don't think I could look over you, allegation of you fighting, punching a 16-year-old, dragging them down the flight of stairs and punching them. A 16-year-old, grabbing them by the hair and doing the nasty work. I can't overlook that. I can't overlook that. But if you were standing on something solid, like, yo, all right, this This whole maxi thing is what helped me become relevant. 10,000X. I got the maxis behind me, and I got the chain that I said I was gonna that nobody should have expectations for. It's out. Got the decks popping. We just won the SEC. If you kept that energy real, clean, consistent, without the stupid ass contradictions and hypocritical bullshit you've done, you would have probably had some more support to this day. Niggas don't care about nothing you got going on. Real people don't give a fuck. Real people either don't care, they're gonna watch in silence, right? Bubble up however they bubble up, live life, right? Real people gonna talk shit like me, because I consider myself authentic, genuine, for real. I don't care if you like what I say or don't. But I'm not gonna stand here and let this shit rock. Why do I talk about this? Is because I talked to other people about this, thinking I was doing something correct. And I feel like I became a proponent of selling them a dream of lies. Because the hypocrisy that was exhibited, that has been exhibited by the founder, if I don't say anything about it, I'm part of the problem. So that's why I do what I do. Not for cosign, not for whatever. Come on, man. Bringing other people. If it was just me by myself, it's what it is, whatever. But no, other people got affected by this foolishness. Down and to the right, down and to the right. Oh, zoom out, zoom out. Motherfuckers zoomed out 4 years for a situation that you look at this L1. This shit got to go down in the books of all L1s. This got to go down in the history of L1s being the worst performing L1 in crypto history. Seriously, a fork of Ethereum that's supposed to have been taken serious, that's supposed to have been taken seriously, perform like this with an active community of individuals talking about this. And this is what it's done 2.5 years later. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Diversify. I see you. Checks my pulse. What's going on? It's been a while. MJ in the building. MJ. Why? Why? Tell them that it's human nature. Yeah, it's human nature for real. It is human nature. It's human nature. But I'm not of that guy's nature. Not at all. None of us are. I could tell. None of us do the weird stuff that this guy doing, man. 1.6 billion, you hiding in the woods or wherever. This who cares? What do you asking people for a van? And people supposed to take this guy serious. After all that's taking place, the dude like a month ago was asking for some people if they want to donate a van so that when the dildos arrive to the shore, right? Like whoever donates the van may be afforded the opportunity to write this off, but create a tax write-off because you donated, right? You could just the following year when it's time for you to, handle your taxes, you could use that 501. Shut up. Dude, like you taught people how to grift well. You taught people how to grift well. Y'all bought into, oh yeah, Hart's Law, Hart's Law. Guess what? He didn't invent Hart's Law. Y'all, that's another thing y'all don't accept. Like, he didn't invent it. It's not an invention he created. He didn't create shit. Just copied, manipulated. Just copied some shit and just, let me just put a name on it. The heroin's already been there. The fentanyl has already been there. Huh? The cocaine, the perico's already been there. He just packaged it and put a name on it. You didn't create crypto. You founded nothing. You just created some shit. You copied. You saw a lane. You acquired some information. Know how to manipulate some shit, and you just put it out. Just say that. Don't act like you some type of game-changing originator CD on a blockchain. Is CD on a clever. That's all. It's just a clever situation on a blockchain. That's all it is, man. That's what majority of what you got going on here. You didn't create Ethereum. You didn't create Bitcoin. You just took something, modified, right? Just say that. You saw something as far as something how it works, a system, a pair. When you pair these certain tokens, right? You bond them together, and this is what happens. That's not what you. That's not your shit. You just named it that. This is what he does, right? He puts names on certain things, and branding, marketing. Make you feel like, yo, this dude got he on one. He got it. He understand your heart's law. The dude created it. No, he didn't. He didn't create shit. He didn't create heart's law. It's all about marketing. It's all about marketing. It's all about getting you to believe that he got it and you don't, and you need it. That's all that is. Meanwhile, what he got, you'll never get because he got it. What he got, you gave up. However many monies you gave up 4 years ago, wouldn't you like to have had it right now? If you had to sacrifice for this shit 4 years ago, would you do it? I'll let you answer that. Been an absolute miserable fail, yo. Absolute miserable fail. This next, and again, this fall, because this bull market, according to the previous cycles and what's been done historically, this thing is winding down. It's winding down to like the end of this year. And I'm being generous saying like till December. For Pulse, it's winding down. Bitcoin already showed you what's what. It already showed you what's what. And 4 years ago, we were hearing the same shit. Yo, Bitcoin is gonna hit 200K. This time, 4 years ago, 200K, 300K, even 500, half a million, 280K, half a million. What we hearing now? The numbers ain't going even that high. It's 175, 180. Yeah, because motherfuckers learned. Them whales that scoop up the Bitcoin, them whales, right? BlackRock and them, Larry Fink, World Economic Forum, Fink, weirdo strategy, MicroStrategy, weirdo. No, they're not talking 300K, 400K anymore. Right. They had to scale down because they really see they couldn't get rid of the network. So they had to really jump in and buy all the way late. They got in late, but they got everything. So no one could get anything close to what we were able to get 7-8 years ago. They got it all. And you're gonna tell me about some decentralized nature of shit? No, they're centralizing everything. They want it all. They want you to have, and you and I to have nothing. But anyway, this cycle is ending. It's ending. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what your weirdo goofball of a founder does. We're gonna see. Because right now, miserable fail, you're losing. And what's he gonna tell you about another trick? He's gonna pull another card from his invisible sleeve and give you some other source. I'm gonna tell you what could happen, right? Between now and the rest of the year, you're just gonna be hearing, yo, stay tuned or something, and under such time, something's gonna happen without saying it's gonna happen, just like he did with this under 2 months shit he did. And nothing happened. Oh, another container. Oh, can somebody donate a warehouse? Weirdo. Oh, I got this idea of and that's just gonna spread into the next couple months. and you just gonna watch it, and it's gonna be weird shit like some group that comes out of nowhere, a group of people, developers, a promoter, this, oh, we got this new crypto thing happening on in crypto, and we're gonna partner with Postchain. Yay, we partnering with Postchain. And you might hear some kind of weird tweet of approval from RH. These next couple months, again, the same shit that been going on this summer is gonna fall into the fall. How about that? Until you get a bum ass Christmas video again, right? Telling you all is well, all has been well, right? And all will be well. You can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. Hey, yo, I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Take care.